The FiiO JT1 headphones are very affordable, well-built, full-size headphones, priced around 70 to 75 euros at the time of this review. They feature mid-sized caps with 50mm ultra-wide drivers, with an impedance of 32 ohms and sensitivity of 103 dB. This means they don't require an amplifier, and you can get quality sound by simply connecting them to a phone or computer. Bloggers praise FiiO for their good sound and solid build quality, although some have criticisms. Links to the most informative reviews are in the description. Today, we'll test the FiiO JT1 and compare the sound and build quality with the Odio Monitor 60, which was reviewed on the Premium Hi-Fi channel about a year ago. You can find this review with the link on the description or in the upper right corner of the screen. We'll also try different amplifier and make an uneven comparison with the Hi-Fi HDMI 2X, which used a cost around 300 euros. Hello dear friends, my name is Arkady Zenin. I am the founder of Premium Hi-Fi. We are located in Riga and provide sound solution for any space. Inside the box you'll find the headphones themselves, a cable with microphone which is of average quality, and cable has two 3.5mm jacks connectors. The connectors are high quality, metallic. There is a button on the cables that pauses and resumes playbacks, but it doesn't work when using adapters or dongles. The cables itself is nice with a fabric braid. Also included is a 6.35mm adapter and a soft carrying pouch. For this price it's modest, elegant and sufficient. For comparison, the Odio set includes 3 cables of different lengths, including a 3-meter one, making the package richer. True, the cables looks cheap. The key feature of the FiiO is that the included microphone cables is of decent quality and can be used with Hi-Fi Man, Meze Audio, Focal or other headphones. With fewer cables, FiiO JT1 offers easy-to-remove earbuds that theoretically allow for sound tuning. It couldn't find official replacement on AliExpress or Amazon, so if you tried swapping them, please share your experience with the comments. FiiO also has a wonderful elegant design, unlike the Odio which is made entirely of inexpensive plastic. The FiiO combines metal, plastic and eco-leather. Together, it looks elegant, aesthetically pleasant and attractive. I really like it. How about you? Please let me know in the comments. The Odio Monitor 60 has 3.5 and 6.35mm jacks on the caps, which is convenient for professional use but rules out connection to a balanced amplifier. You can connect the JT1 to a balanced amplifier using a balanced cable, which reduce noise, increase channel separation and result in more detailed sound with a more precise and three-dimensional presentation of the performers on the stage. A link to a sample balanced cables in the description. More of the sound later. The option for balanced connection often significantly improves sound quality, which I've noticed multiple times. That's why I like the FiiO here as well. You'll hear my opinion on the needs of balanced connection a bit later. Which connection method do you usually use? Please share in the comments. The Odio Monitor 60 is a slightly lighter than the FiiO, which is an advantage for prolonged wear and has a comfortable fit. However, the difference of a few grams is hardly noticeable. The FiiO sits comfortable as well with an adaptive headband that conforms to the shape of your head. Here, I don't see a critical advantage for either model, and everyone should choose based on personal needs. Personally, I prefer the FiiO more. The FiiO is genuinely cool and high-tech. Let's summarize the previous points and move on. The strength of the FiiO: elegant design, balanced connection capability, and comfortable fit. When choosing headphones, be sure to consider how you plan to use them and choose accordingly. Let's test the sound without an amplifier, then with the budget DAC amp FiiO JT1 and with the balanced amplifier Fosi Audio ZA3, which review you can find in the description or in the upper right corner of the screen. The sound quality when connected to a phone is good and not to be considered hi-fi. The sound is bright, somewhat unpolished, with powerful bass and crisp highs. There's enough volume for a phone. In general, the FiiO JT1 can be confidently used without additional DACs and amps. At Premium Hi-Fi, we have new DAC amps for headphones, the FiiO JT1, compact, elegant dongles in an aluminum case. I connected the JT1 to phone via one of these. By the way, you can order on premiumhifi.lv. The link is the description. Or if you want to listen in person, feel free to visit our cozy little shop. The sound improved, true it's not a dramatic difference. Without the DAC it's still good. First, the volume reserves increased, which is important for those who like loud music. The sound became more precise and accurate, which is probably the most significant improvement. The bass pulses strongly in rhythm, dominated the soundscape while retaining quality and clarity. For me, the bass level is a bit excessive. I don't mind at elevated bass, but with the FiiO JT1 I wanted to tone it down with an equalizer. The mid-range is smooth and well articulated, and vocal parts are clear and understandable. Sibilants are natural and controlled. The highs are elevated to brightness but not overly so. Overall, the sound profile is bright and bass-heavy. The wow factor is achieved. Too, I couldn't listen to the FiiO for too long, as this type of sound can be fatiguing despite the initial appeal. The Odio Monitor 60, on the other hand, offers a more comfortable sound with less emphasis on bass and treble, making it suitable for extended listening. But that's just my opinion. My colleagues rated the FiiO JT1 sound as very good, and I don't disagree. The FiiO JT1 sound good, with some nuances. I only want to emphasize that everyone tastes vary, and it's best to listen the equipment before deciding. You can listen to the FiiO JT1 at Premium Hi-Fi store in Riga. Follow the link in the description. Finally, I connected the FiiO JT1 to a desktop Fosi Audio ZA3 amp and don't notice much improvement over the FiiO JT1 dongle. Based on this, I concluded that portable dongles like the FiiO JT1 are a reasonable and affordable way to improve sound quality. Purchasing a more expensive amplifier and balanced cables doesn't make much sense, as the slight improvement won't justify the expense. Oh, and I almost forgot about soundstage and spatiality. The FiiO JT1 isn't strong at rendering a deep soundstage. The best I could hear was two apparent sound sources without any depth layering. Although the scale is impressive thanks to the boosted bass. The Odio Monitor 60 is slightly better in this aspect of sound. I also promised a comparison with the Hi-Fi Man HE42X. It's an unfair comparison. The Hi-Fi Man sounds much more natural and spacious than the FiiO, but the FiiO JT1 is far more comfortable and looks much more elegant than either the Hi-Fi Man or Odio Monitor 60. Each headphone has its strengths and weaknesses. If you enjoyed this review and want more like this, subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you won't miss new release. Let me know in the comments what you think of the FiiO JT1, and if you are in Riga, come by Premium Hi-Fi for a listen. That's all for now. May the force of the right sound be with you.